Today, we bring you a critical update on the ongoing struggle for justice and freedom in Uganda. The fight for democracy and human rights in Uganda continues to be a challenging yet inspiring journey led by the National Unity Platform and its charismatic leader, Bobi Wine. The National Unity Platform, led by the People's President, Bobi Wine, has resumed its nationwide tour, recently stopping in Bundibugyo District, western Uganda. This effort to connect with the people and discuss a brighter future for Uganda was, unsurprisingly, met with significant resistance from the current regime. Bobi Wine, whose real name is Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, has been a beacon of hope for many Ugandans. A musician turned politician, Bobi Wine has used his platform to advocate for the rights of ordinary Ugandans, challenging the status quo and demanding accountability from those in power. His journey from the ghettos of Kamwokya to the political stage has been nothing short of remarkable, resonating with millions of Ugandans who see in him a reflection of their struggles and aspirations. However, the criminal regime persistently blocked Bobi Wine and his team from addressing the people of Bundibugyo on a radio station they had booked in advance. In addition, they were denied access to Buma grounds, a venue they had paid for. The excuse given was that the venue had been allocated to another person, despite the clear evidence of prior booking and payment by Bobi Wine's team. These actions are part of a broader pattern of violations. The regime went further, blocking all radio announcements and mobilization drives aimed at informing the public about Bobi Wine's visit. Police, military, and UPDF forces, acting on orders from dictator Museveni, intercepted the team responsible for these announcements and mobilization efforts. They closed all roads leading to Bundibugyo town center and ordered local residents not to proceed to the NUP office, which was said to be opened as part of the tour. Despite these intimidation tactics, the people of Bundibugyo showed remarkable courage. They turned up in significant numbers to hear Bobi Wine's message delivered briefly outside the National Unity Platform office. In his speech, Bobi Wine urged the people to respond to the call of duty and rise up against the ongoing humiliation and impunity. He emphasized that a time must come when the people say, "Enough is enough." Before the tour commenced, Bobi Wine anticipated these challenges. He communicated to the nation, stating, "As we prepare to head to Bundibugyo District tomorrow for our mobilization tour, we have continued to receive reports of intimidation and demobilization by the area RDC, Lieutenant Colonel Alex Nziremu, and the DPC, acting on orders from above. They intercepted and blocked a mobilization drive and threatened to arrest the driver if he dared advertise our coming. They also ordered 2 radio stations not to accept any announcements for our event. Our program tomorrow was supposed to begin with a radio show we had already paid for, but the station's management was ordered not to host us. Additionally, we booked Buma grounds for our event, but the DPC now claims he has orders not to allow us to hold our event there, even though these grounds have always hosted political and other events. The DPC says we can only hold our event over 30 kilometers from Bundibugyo town. We strongly oppose and will not accept these illegal and criminal orders by regime officials, which are born out of fear for the people. Our advice to them is not to interfere with our lawful programs. The NUP tour aims to physically interact with Ugandans, promoting a meaningful, non-fictional socio-economic and political change. Bobi Wine is reminding Ugandans of their civic duty in combating the Museveni dictatorship, which has gripped Uganda for nearly 40 years. For those who may not be familiar, Yoweri Museveni has been the president of Uganda since 1986. Initially hailed as a liberator who ended years of brutal dictatorship, Museveni's regime has become increasingly autocratic over the decades. His tenure has been marked by significant human rights abuses, suppression of political opposition, and manipulation of electoral processes to maintain his grip on power. Museveni's government has been accused of using state machinery to silence dissent, including the police, the military, and other security agencies. In recent years, the suppression of political opposition has intensified, particularly targeting the National Unity Platform and its leaders. Bobi Wine's rise in politics has posed a significant threat to Museveni's rule, leading to numerous attempts by the regime to undermine his efforts. Bobi Wine has faced arbitrary arrests, physical assaults, and intimidation, not only against him but also against his supporters. Despite these challenges, his resilience and unwavering commitment to the cause of freedom and justice have continued to inspire many. The current regime's tactics are not new. They are part of a well-documented strategy to maintain power by any means necessary. This includes the manipulation of the judiciary, arbitrary detentions, and the use of excessive force against peaceful protesters. The regime's fear of a united and mobilized populace is evident in its desperate measures to block Bobi Wine's tour. However, the spirit of the Ugandan people remains unbroken. The resilience of the people of Bundibugyo, who turned out in significant numbers despite the regime's intimidation tactics, is a testament to the growing discontent with Museveni's rule. Bobi Wine's message to the people of Bundibugyo was clear: the only way to end this humiliation and impunity is by rising up and taking a stand. He emphasized the importance of unity and collective action in the face of oppression. As the NUP tour progresses, Bobi Wine and his team are set to proceed to Ishaka following the nationwide tour schedule. The goal of this tour is not just to mobilize support but to engage with Ugandans on a personal level, understanding their struggles and aspirations, and working together towards a better future. The NUP's vision for Uganda is one of hope, justice, and equality. It is a vision where every Ugandan has a voice and can participate in shaping the future of their country. This vision stands in stark contrast to the current regime's tactics of fear and intimidation. We will continue to keep you updated on these developments. The struggle for a free and democratic Uganda is far from over, but with leaders like Bobi Wine and the unwavering support of the people, there is hope for a brighter future. Thank you for tuning in to the JB Muwang podcast. What are your thoughts on the treatment of Bobi Wine by the police, military, and UPDF? Please leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the JB Muwang podcast for more updates and insightful discussions. Thank you and stay strong, Uganda. Together, we can make a difference.